the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Tigers and the Snowhawks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Chicago Tigers and the Portland Snowhawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the City of Roses. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, Elway. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Here's Elway to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now Elway on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
8 yards.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Flushed out right.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now Elway to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Elway. Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks this offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, McMahon. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elway now off of play action.
This pass finds McCaffrey going across the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A run now with a tight end Fant.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Noah Fant, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Tigers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat of the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Handoff left, Tomlinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. McMahon
swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. To throw on 2nd down. McMahon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. McMahon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, just and it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Snowhawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And you don't see the fake field goal often. Here it works for a touchdown.
And sometimes you see it called in the biggest stages. How about a couple of years ago, Packers-Seahawks, and the Seahawks trying to rally, fake field goal, help them win it and go to the Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 6.
quite make it to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Still plenty of time, but they're going to go hurry up anyways. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again, it's Elway. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Complete to number 87. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chicago.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first, they'll throw with Elway. Over the middle to Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now Elway. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Elway will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 10 yards out. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down. McMahon. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The final shot before break. McMahon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Treylon Burks, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Love, a touchdown pass in the victory. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for our home team, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, McMahon. And that will be incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up trying to get more pressure.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, Elway. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McMahon. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard
Tomlinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. McMahon. And this is going to be incomplete. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive. McMahon. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McMahon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
On 1st down, McMahon. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. They'll look to throw again. That one's complete to Tomlinson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Running right, this is Tomlinson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. McMahon drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
To throw on 3rd down, McMahon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To number 88. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Elway. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. With a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Right back to him on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 65 yards rushing for him as he's running 11 times. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for our visitors, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.